Hey guys, thanks for watching Average Doug Outdoors. Listen, we are continuing with what does a deer see? Now earlier on the first part of this, we looked at what the colors deer see. So that helped us whenever it came to camos. But now, how does a deer actually see? Well, leave it to the guys at the University of Georgia, Dr. Warren, and they came up with the answer. And it's very, very interesting. Learning these things, I have found where I have become a better hunter. In other words, I'm going to the next level. The very first thing that I want you to notice is that people in the past have told me deer do not see well. Yes, they do. I have seen that. It's a proven fact. I have been busted from great distances with deer that have been able to see me. But the next time, if you ever get a chance to look in a deer's eye, okay, now what are we going to do? Capture a deer and look in his eye? No, I mean, if you kill a deer, take a flashlight and look in his eye. And this is what you will notice about it. The deer's eye, and then its pupil is elongated, just like a horse. Cool. All right, now a horse, if it's standing in a field and a tractor goes by or whatever, that horse will stand still. It doesn't always take its head and turn its head as it goes by. Why? Because a horse has a wider vision than humans do. And it's the same way with the deer. A deer has a very large range of vision. And as a matter of fact, with its eyes more on the side of its head, studies at the University of Georgia has found this, that a deer has a 300-degree field of view, okay? They can see all this distance around them, and it's from the backside that necessarily that a deer does not see you. It's a whole lot greater. So if you think the deer has just come by and he's just out of range, or you can start making your movement, that deer will see you. We have a 150-degree field of view, whereas a deer has about a 300-degree field of view. The other thing is that deer, unlike us, sees everything in distance, all in focus. Now, if we look at a plant and we're walking along and we look at a stick or a tree limb, whatever like that, we have to focus on every individual thing. Whereas a deer can see it all. If we focus on something that is 4 feet away from us, guess what? 5 feet away from us is out of focus. We have to look at that and our eyes automatically focus on it. Whereas a deer focuses on things that is 10 feet away, 30 feet away, 40 feet away. It's all in the same focus. Plus it has a wider range. That is the reason why a deer can run through the forest as fast as it can and never hit a single solitary thing, dodging limbs and everything else, okay? We can't do that. And a deer is a whole lot faster than we are. Plus at night, its ability to see at night is unbelievable. I forgot exactly how many times greater it is that a deer can see than we can. But it's unbelievable. It's better than a dog. And so a deer can actually run through the woods at night. Now, one thing about a deer, with its shape being like this, is necessarily a deer looking upward or being able to see upward while it's looking straight ahead, it's out of focus. And it is the same way whenever it looks down. But that doesn't stop a deer from being able to see us, okay? All it takes is a quick motion or whatever. If you're in a tree stand and that deer is walking along, you have to be very slow with your motion. Otherwise, if you make a quick motion, that deer will look up. I've had deer look at me several times whenever I'm up in a stand. There was one particular instance whenever I was hunting, and I had my bow hanging on the tree next to me over here. And deer was walking along, and I guess he got a whiff of my scent, whatever, and he'd walk along and he'd stop and look up. Well, all you can do is just be perfectly still. That's it. And so he would walk along, look up, then he would look down, walk along, look up, back and forth like that. We were playing this red light, green light game, okay? I was reaching for my bow, and I'd have to watch that deer every time it moved until finally I was able to get that bow and get it drawn back, and I took the deer out. If I would have made that normal move, I wouldn't have gotten that deer. So yes, deer can look up, deer can look down. Now you might be out of focus, but trust me, they can still look up, look down. They can move through woods at a very high rate of speed because everything is in focus at all times. They can see a 300-degree pattern that's all the way around them. So it's not necessarily the best thing in the world whenever it's us versus them, you see. They can see a whole lot better. I have heard so many myths out here that a deer is almost blind. A deer cannot look up. A deer cannot see color. They're colorblind. I heard all these things. But by understanding what we have been taught by the University of Georgia at their deer research facility, and observing deer whenever I'm hunting, then it really becomes all together. And I have taken these things and I've put them in practice and put them in practice and have become more successful after understanding. So deer vision is very, very important whenever it comes to hunting. What colors do they see? How do they see all that? You will become a better deer hunter by understanding the white-tailed deer. Guys, thanks for watching this part. Let's look into the very next thing, and that is their sense of hearing. Then we'll go into their sense of smell, and then we'll go into their ability to blend in. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Be sure to like and subscribe.